cards for us. And hello. Get started on a reading for the collective, and then once we get some requests in from individual readings, I can do those as well. If you would like an individual reading, I do ask that you gift the donut for 2 or 3 cards. And then if you would like a little bit longer reading, please do the Metamorphosis gift for now. That was what we are focusing on. In the meantime, hello. I am pulling cards for the collective. Okay, the first card that I have is Libra. Thank you so much for the hearts. The first card I have is the Libra card. It's 42. It says, call upon and cultivate lightness, beauty, and love. Clear space in your environment. Okay, that's the starting off point for that card. I'm going to go ahead and also pull another card. I have Shark here. I'll go ahead and look up what the meaning is behind that in just a second. We'll get one more card for the other oracle card I got here. Actually, they're in pairings. We also got both of the oracle cards that we have out right now are for our purple, sorry, the color of royalty. So if the color purple is important to you as Ocelot, then keep that in mind. There may be a reason behind that. Let us just see. So our first pairing is 42 Virgo. 4, 2, or 6, or 42 may be important notes for you. Good morning, Capri. And sharks may be important to you for some reason. And if you don't have a specific reason that sharks are important for you, don't worry. We're going to go ahead and find the meaning of that card right now. And again, if you want an individual reading, just let me know. All it costs is the donut gift for 2 or 3 cards. And then if you would like a more in-depth reading, we can always do the Metamorphosis gift instead. So the Shark, fearlessness, confidence, drive, and authority. Ooh. As a scuba diver, I have seen many sharks in my lifetime, and every time one appears, it has a very commanding presence. To pull this card may mean that there is an opportunity that you need to take hold of. Always swimming, always moving forward, and the shark reminds us to be active in life, not passive. Be fearless in getting what you want, and don't second guess yourself. Remember, however, not to bite off more than you can chew. Okay, so it's dedicating ourselves fully to things that we want, and taking up space, taking up room, making sure that we are there, we are present, and we're not letting anyone step all over us, okay? That the only caution that Spirit is saying with the Shark card is that we don't take on more than we can actually do. Sometimes, you know, we want to be in a lot of places at once, and it can be difficult. Hello, everyone over on YouTube. It can be difficult to do everything at work. Hello, China. I did see your donut. Feel free to go ahead and put your question in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and read for this other card real quick. Where will be in future with. Okay. I'm going to finish reading this card for the collective real quick, and then I will read for you. One moment. Okay, and the Libra card says, call upon and cultivate lightness, beauty, and love. Clear the space in your environment. Pay attention to aesthetics and energetic wellness, and you will raise your vibration and magnetize success. Okay, so you may be a Libra. Somebody else that you're dealing with may also be a Libra, or you may just be picking up that energy right now. You will certainly benefit by lighting up the feeling in your home or workplace. Break up stuck energy with a rattle or a drum, or simply by clapping your hands in corners and around the perimeter of each room. Then purify the vibrations by bringing a bell or cleansing the space with sage smoke, incense, or rose water. Libra has a finely tuned aesthetic sense, so you may want to change the decor in your environment. Choose simplicity and lift the attention upwards by hanging a mobile chime or sparkling crystals. Sweep the doorstep, play music, bring in fresh flowers, remove anything blocking the vibes. Similarly, tend to your physical appearance and style. So a lot of clearing, a lot of cleansing with this card. yeah. Once your heart feels very bright and powerful, feel as if you are growing wings like a dove in a rosy pink sunrise. Let your wings lift it up to higher perspective. Okay, this is about clearing your space, cleansing, and making your space feel just as clean and cleared out as you want to feel. Okay, it's much easier to come up somewhere and to appear fully yourself, fully present, and fully ready to take up space when you've already cleansed your space around you and made it yourself feel like you are taking over that space. Like, this is mine. I'm not letting out anybody else in. I'm not letting out anybody else's vibes come in here. This is my space. And once you make that clear to yourself and you feel confident in that, you can bring that other places. We also have China with a donut. Where will I be in the future? Will I be with you? Okay. Okay, so I do have really good cards here. I have the World, I have High Priestess, both upright, and then I have the Ten of Cups in reverse. So the World, okay, is about things, oh, hello on YouTube. The World is about things coming in full circle, okay? So a cycle is ending, a new cycle is beginning. We're just entering a new phase in our lives, and things are going really well karmically when we have the World card. So I think things are going in a really good direction for you, China. I also have the High Priestess, which, by the way, feel free to tap. Send me some hearts. I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much, everybody. Oh, and thank you for the follow. We also have the High Priestess. I feel like they're knowing. I feel like you have really good intuition. I feel like you really know where things are going. You're really good at connecting your gut feeling and what's going on around you. So we'll continue to trust that. Spirit is saying that you have really good at knowing where you're at, even if you don't have 100% proof or definitive signs about what you should be doing or where things are going. I will say I'm not so sure about this Q person just because I have the Ten of Cups in reverse. The Ten of Cups, the upright, usually would be emotional fulfillment. It's usually seen with a particular family on the card. A lot of times this is the School of Fish, so I guess this is this next representative of that, but I'm seeing it in reverse, so it may not include this person. But to be honest with you, you have such lovely cards otherwise, with everything going your way and having good intuition. I feel like you will be 100% able to guide yourself. Hope that resonated. And if anyone else would like an individual reading, the donut, you are welcome, the donut gift for a 3-card reading. And then if you would like anything a little bit more in depth, the Metamorphosis card. And if you are over on YouTube, I'm not monetized over there yet, so I don't do individual readings over there, but as soon as I am monetized, I will. So if you would like to subscribe, if these readings are resonating with you, please do over on YouTube. And then the faster I get the amount of subscribers I need, the faster I can go ahead and give individual readings on both platforms. Okay, we got a lot of cards coming out right now for this cleansing, clearing out, taking up space, not being afraid to take up space. Oh, light skin, if you would like me to do an individual reading for you, could you please gift either the donut gift or the Metamorphosis gift? I'll be happy to read for you. Okay, but for this cleansing energy, clearing out of space, taking up room in spaces that we want to be in, we have 2 4 cards back to back. We have the 4 of Wands in reverse, and then we have the 4 of Pentacles upright. So the 4 of Wands is about foundations. We may be having a hard time feeling like we don't really have everything under our feet right now. Foundation is a little shifting underneath our feet. That's why it's in reverse. We also have the 4 of Pentacles upright. So you may not be feeling completely free to spend. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. You may not fully feel like you want to travel, spend on frivolous things, buy that extra coffee. It may not be that time for you right now. It may be because little things are going on, or it may just be a feeling that you have that like you're not in the place where you want to be. Oh, thank you so much, Britney. If you would like to ask a question, feel free to put that down below. For the other people putting in individual questions, please gift first either the donut gift or the Metamorphosis gift. Thank you so much. For those of you who aren't feeling quite comfortable yet in taking up space, or you're, you know, kind of holding back. I have the 7, sorry, of wands. It may be because you are feeling like you already put out. Thank you so much for the follow, you guys. You've, is that the person who? For Britney. Maybe because you're feeling like you are expending so much energy defending your space and defending your spot already, okay? You may feel like you already have all these people who are taking up space, are telling you you can't do this, you can't do that, you're not good enough for it ever. And yes, this is the jealousy card. This is the people who are coming after you, tall poppy syndrome, if you know what that is, if you've heard that phrase before, where people go after the person who stands out too much. But usually the person who's standing out too much is standing out because they're doing things well, they're doing things in a way that can be exemplified, or maybe even be seen better than, oh, thank you so much, Brittany, again, for the butterfly. If you would like to ask a question, I'll go ahead and pull cards for you. You do. But it's because you're standing out, because if you're doing things so well, you're doing things in a way that other people may compliment, other people may give you attention that people seeing that may want. So don't feel like you have to pull back and be more reserved, because guess what, when you do that, then they feel like they're winning. They're like, haha, I pushed this person into a corner, and then no one will see their light. It's like, you know, if you're a giant spotlight and you're shining into a room, they're just standing there like, maybe no one will see this. It's like, people can still see you. People can still see your light. Okay, Brittany, I saw your question. I'll finish these I have 2 more cards for the collective, and then I'll answer your question, Brittany. Okay, but yeah, so it may be that these people who are coming in are in fact already trying to block you in some way. Absolutely not. Twin Flame Specialist, they came in here for readings here. If you would like to do readings on your channel, please do them there. So like I said, you may be doing something in a way that is a little bit more exemplary, so people are trying to cut you down because they want a little bit of your shine. Do not let them. Do not let them. And if you need to look at this in a more practical way than feelings, it may, you know, you're going to expend the energy either way. You're going to either expend the energy quieting yourself, or you're going to expend the energy pushing back on these people. It's not necessarily fair for that to be the case, but it is a sign that you're doing something well, right? We have the 8 of Swords in reverse. You may feel trapped by the situation, by people behaving in this way. You are not. It is an illusion. Having a lot of people come up against you, or hello, over on YouTube, having people push against you or give you a hard time is not the same as you causing the issue, right? Those are other people seeing your shine and being attracted to it. I'm sure you're realizing that Spirit is encouraging you with the Chariot card that you, in fact, do have control in the situation. Continue to shine so brightly that, you know, they have the sun in their eyes. Don't give them anywhere to go but away. And continue to be the best version of you. So let me go ahead and get those cards for Brittany. She wants to know where things are going with heaven. Let me go ahead and pull out some cards for anybody else who is interested in an individual reading. Please get either the donut or the metamorphosis. Again, the metamorphosis is like a little caterpillar with wings. So very clear when you see it. Okay. Where am I at in time? Okay. I have limited time, but I definitely have room for a couple more personal readings if people would like. Ooh, and we have a Neptune. Okay, so the Oracle card we have for Brittany is 14 14 Neptune. So 14, 1, 4, or 5 are important cards for you. This may also be a message for you. It says soften hard edges, take the scenic route, let your ideal next step be revealed in its own time or way. So things may be revealing themselves to you, Britney, in a way that you aren't initially able to predict. So keep that in mind. Things may be doing things in a way that's a little unusual for you. Soften hard edges. Neptune is the ruler of art, music, psychic perception, and the underwater realm. Enter Neptune's watery world. Let your hardness be smooth. Let go of self-punishment and an obsession with following roadmaps and rules. What if speed, order, and efficiency were no longer your main concerns? What if you were to shift your priority to living with joy, beauty, magic, wonder, and depth? What would you need to release? What would you naturally embrace? The fastest route is not always the best one. Now is the time to focus on the journey and enjoy all the beautiful sights and adventures along the way. This is also a message about believing in and expressing your spiritual, psychic, and artistic gifts, okay? So some of you may feel like really connected in some way to another sense in spirituality. Thank you so much for the hearts, by the way. This is also a message about believing in and expressing your spiritual, psychic, and artistic gifts. Do not judge these gifts as wanting. Do not compare them to the gifts of others. Do not write them off as overly wispy or woo-woo. Own them, embrace them, enjoy them. They are yours and they are real. When you refuse to revel in these beautiful gifts, you will always feel like something is missing. Like there's a depth of your life that you're not quite reaching, like you're stuck in the shallows. So honor your creativity and spirituality, now. Have fun with them, but take them seriously to rest, appreciate beauty, listen to music, etc. Give yourself enough time every night to get a good night's sleep. Again, align with the Neptune's dreamy magic now. If you relax, close your eyes, and tune to your intuition, you will know where to begin. Okay, so you may have some intuition, Brittany, about things that are going on. You may know that something's off, and you may a lot of the time get signals from things that don't have definitive evidence. Don't second guess yourself or think that that's the case, that you must be interpreting things wrong. You may actually have a really good sense of like what's going on, who's talking to who, why whoever's doing whatever, that kind of thing. With the 10 of Wands in reverse, there's some sort of burden, I feel like, that's been essentially getting heavier. There may be a feeling like, and I'm feeling this more on his side than yours, you may be feeling that there's something that's just going on and that burden has been getting heavier over time. It needs to be sat down, but we may not be there yet of putting that burden and everything down and moving on from there. We also have the Death card in reverse, which kind of confirms that Death in reverse is not an ending. If it was upright, it would be the ending of something, but with it in reverse, I see like a lingering. So there's this ongoing issue, this ongoing burden that's kind of slowly just being like a lot. With the King of Swords, I feel like there may be a truth coming in that people may not want to fully say what's going on. Something in the background, maybe with other relatives, maybe with like I'm feeling with like it's another group. But someone is going to eventually just say what it is. They're just like come out and be like, this is going on, or like this other person, whatever. So whatever it is, I don't feel like it's necessarily like a secret. I feel like it's more just like it hasn't been said out loud. Yeah. And with the Two of Pentacles in reverse and also the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, there's a working towards something. There's something that we're trying to build, but there may be a lot of things going on at the same time, and it's just hard to do all of those things at the same time. It just may be a lot on the calendar, a lot just involved in life. So that may be putting a lot of pressure on things too. With the Neptune, this may be why we're getting that encouragement to kind of let things go with the flow. If we're trying to control too many things or be perfect at too many things all at the same time, that may make it hard to do any of those things at the capacity that we want to. So if you guys have been working towards a specific goal, it may be on like a list now of goals we have, and it's become a lot. With the King of Wands, the King of Wands is about passion. It's about knowing what you care about and doing it 1000%. And it's also about an intuitive knowing. So I feel like with the King of Wands, there is this returning back. We just need to let this burden go. I feel like I I feel like there's some burden. I'm not seeing third party per se. I'm not really seeing other people, but I am seeing some sort of burden. That burden doesn't have to be a third party. It could be something going on at work. It could be a project. It could be something that we're just not being honest about. There's a lot of things that it could be. I'm not seeing romance even really too much in here in particular, or like other people. I'm seeing more like worrying about like a background responsibility. For example, there may be like some project or something that like they have to do. I'm feeling like, oh, thank you so much, Yazzie. So I wouldn't jump to third party, but there is a thing that's taking up space in their mind. So it may be something out of the box with that, because again, we have King of Wands, and I'm reading this one as a kind of like a return of like the energy once they let this burden go and like are opened up about it. And we kind of, whatever these other things that we're working on, we kind of riffle through what's important. I feel like there's a coming back energy. But yeah, I'm not sure that it's immediately a third party situation. I'm just not getting that. I don't see that in the cards. I don't. This is about letting things unfold a certain way, and yeah. So I don't want to. I just want to say like I don't see that specifically in the cards. Ella Donut, I see you. Feel free to put your question in the chat. So yeah, I hope that resonated. I hope yeah, but it's some good news that I don't see that other thing in here. Thank you so much, everyone, for the hearts. If you are over on YouTube, I do not have monetization over there quite yet. You are welcome, Britney. You are welcome. So if you would like to support, feel free to subscribe. Subscribing is the best way to support me over on YouTube, as that will get me closer to monetization, and I can then give individual readings on both platforms. If you are on here and you also have a YouTube account, that would be great. If you like to subscribe over there as well, for the same reason, I'll be able to do individual readings on both platforms. In case you want to switch over, you don't want to be on your phone the whole time, you can always switch over to your laptop or something that may be easier for you. Okay. Oh, thank you, Ella. Oh, is this two different Ellas? Okay, Ella 2, I see your donut. Oh my goodness. I don't think I've had that before where two people have the same name. So first, Ella, who has like the baby picture. I'm gonna do you first. Can you give me a view of love life within? Thank you so much for the join. Love life in the next year. Okay. Ooh, yeah, and 3 cards popped up at the same time. Interesting. Ooh. Let me get a clarification card for you. I have Ace of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, and Justice, but all in reverse. I'm seeing if there's a particular person, Ella with the baby picture. Oh, no, there is a different picture Ella here. So there's someone who has a black and white photo, who's also Ella. Is this person thinking of me? Other Ella is... Okay, so with the first Ella, I have the Ace of Swords in reverse, 5 of Pentacles in reverse, and Justice in reverse. I did a clarification. I got Page of Cups in reverse, so a lot of reverse cards. If there's a specific person that we are thinking of, I would let that person go. I think that's the number one thing for your love life. A specific person, or if we have a habit of picking a certain person and then really wanting it to be that person, letting it go. I think giving yourself as much freedom as possible will bring you the most success. I think you're the person for you. Oh, thank you so much, ACCI. Would be the best thing for you. if you'd like a reading, a CCI, feel free to put your comment in the chat. And the reason I say, Ella, to like maybe not pick a specific person, but give yourself as much room as possible with choices, is because you have the Ace of Swords in reverse. So this is like information, ideas that come in. Someone maybe, or you may have like an affinity for a specific person, that you want that person to come in, but then it does not work out. But it may be because you're closing off other options that may be better for you. Same with the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Then there's actually, sorry, the Ace of Swords. I just feel like when we like pick and we narrow our choices down too early, it doesn't allow us to see like what the better choices, the other choices are out there that could come in. I also have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like a money situation is gonna get really good for you. So I don't know if you're gonna get like promoted at work or something like that, but you're gonna have like more ease, more time in some way. It may not be directly related to your love life, but it may give you the option of going somewhere, like maybe going out to a different cafe, going out to a different area, just changing your routine a little bit. And so when you change your routine, okay, for ACCI, will this person reconcile? So you may actually be putting yourself naturally, Ella, into, yeah. So I feel like when you start putting yourself in more areas just naturally as part of your life and like having this better situation, you may be having a lot of new options come in. Hello, everyone on YouTube. You may have new options coming in and you may not know it because you're like, oh, this person, it's like, but there's these other people who have noticed you and may be interested in speaking with you. And just as in reverse, I'm seeing like this feeling of it not being fair, or with Page of Cups, seeing that it's in reverse as well. It may at times, especially if you started to build a rapport with someone, seem like it's not fair to get that attention from that person. But I see with that like idea, that mindset, that with the Page of Cups, that's the mindset that's like kind of blocking these other persons. It may be seen by, and you don't know, these people may be interested in you, but you seem like kind of upset, or you're like you're being your best self because you're upset by this other thing that didn't go the way that you wanted, and you're not bringing your best self to the space. I do want to say that I have two more personal readings. Those are going to be my last two for right now because I'm limited on time. But yeah, so let's like not focus on the one person, because I feel like you have a lot of options that'll be very good for you that we just need to leave an opening for, and you may find someone faster than you think just by being a little bit more open. So hope that resonates. Thank you so much for the hearts, by the way, everyone else. So we have the other Ella with the black and white photo, and we're gonna do Is Christian Thinking of Me? Okay, so this is my next to last personal reading. And the person after this is ACCI with Will I Reconcile Soon? The other Ella, is this person thinking of me? I have the High Priestess. I had it in reverse, but I'm gonna keep it upright because I only, thank you so much. I only read the High Priestess upright. The Seahorses, sorry, the Two of Cups, and upright, and the Hierophant. Okay, I do see that you are on their mind. If you were in a significantly far place in your relationship, that would make sense to me, because the High Priestess, oh, thank you so much. Okay, so we have Mantambo. Did you already have, were you already in the Exalted before? Did you already part of the club before? Donut for Svetlina. Okay. I just want to say for Matt Tombo, I believe you were already in the Exalted before. If so, can we bring your reading over to next time? You can message me and I'll send you your cards. And then Svetlana, you will be the last person because I do have a time constraint today. But for other Ella, yeah, we do have the High Priestess here. So that is about having intuition. You are after Mantambo, okay? So I have two other people ahead of you. What does Nick think about me? So yeah, with the High Priestess, yeah. So Christian, I do think it does have you on his mind, and I think it's you guys may have had a very significant connection. That relationship may have gone on for a good amount of time, a healthy amount of time. Because I have the Two of Cups here. So this is one of the relationship cards. The other one is the Lovers. So this person may be thinking about you, and they may be thinking about you in a way of like a really solid relationship can be had with this person. A really solid connection relationship was had with this person, and they may, yeah. Um, so this is for Ella, but yes, I will keep that in mind for your reading. This person who was, yeah, the connection that you guys had may have been really good before things broke off. I do have the Hierophant here as well. So if you have a very traditional relationship, if things go a certain way based off of culture, religion, or just like where you live, there's a certain way to go about things. There may also be them looking back and thinking, oh, this person really checks all these boxes that I have for the relationship. And if like super traditional isn't where you're going with your relationships, it may just be that what they would want and what they go for in their relationships is what you were bringing to the table. So they may be reminiscing on that, like I broke this off, but this person was checking off all these boxes. So yes, I would say you are on their mind. Hope that resonates. So ACCI. You go ahead and get you your 3 cards. Interesting. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the Queen of Wands in reverse, and the Empress in reverse. You are welcome, Ella. For ACCI, I'm seeing that this person has kind of switching up with how they carry themselves and what they're doing with their life, and that may be why there was that switch in what they were deciding in the relationship, where they were going. There may be an overall like inner change that's happening with them right now, because we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So that's like cycles not quite ending, things coming around, but maybe in a negative way. Or in this case, they may just be moving away from who they were previously. So it may feel like karma is being very weird right now, but that's because they may just be going in general in a different direction. We also have the Queen of Wands in reverse and the Empress in reverse. I find it to be really interesting because the Queen of Wands is my bad bee energy, independent woman who don't need no man in reverse. I feel like this person is kind of going back and forth between like an independent energy and wanting to do things on their own, and then also the Empress, which the Empress energy is about being more in your divine feminine, taking a step back, letting things come to you and exuding an energy that brings things towards you. But I feel like she's maybe trying to be more active, being more proactive, and then at other times this in reverse is like way more reserved. I feel like there's a lot of inner change. Like this person's making a lot of decisions within themselves about doing different things, and that may be why you're seeing a big change in their choices and how they're kind of maintaining themselves, because they may be figuring out who they are and how they want to move forward in different areas. And thank you so much for the roses. Okay, and let's see. I did not see a question for Mahamo. Oh my gosh, Danielle, give me 1 second, because that was going to be my last reading. I am a little tight for time. If you message me, feel free to message me. I will send you cards. I will send you your reading. Same with Mantambo. If you could you message me directly and I will send you your reading, just because I am close on time. I'm sorry that I have to do that, but people are catching me right at the end. And then I had a donut for, the name starts with CV, about Nick and what Nick thinks about me. Yes, thank you so much. I'm just going to do that one real quick. I really appreciate that. Lena, yes. What does Nick think about me? Let me go ahead and get 3 cards for you. Okay. So the first card that I have is a 9 of Swords in reverse. So I'm seeing there may have been some friction, there may have been some turmoil, but they're getting over that. I think they're seeing things with space and time a little bit better than they were before. So if there was any animosity, if there were any negative feelings, they're coming back around from that, okay? So their opinion is changing for the better. I'm also seeing it with the 3 of Cups. They may be seeing that you're a little bit more social, that you're talking to other people, that you're getting around, having a social life, being, you know, hanging out and all that kind of thing. So they do see you in a positive light. They see you as someone who's very, yeah, they're seeing, okay, so they're seeing that you're also going out, that you didn't just like stop talking or have a pause and then like went isolated. They're seeing that you're living your life, being happy, healthy elsewhere out there. So those are all positive things. And then I also see, yeah, with the 7 of Pentacles, there may have been something that you guys were working towards, and they're just seeing that like it was hard. I think that there a lot of work went in, but, or at least from their perspective, a lot of work went in and didn't quite go the way they were kind of hoping. So I think they're just being really pragmatic right now, really practical. They're just kind of like, these are the way things are. This is the way things are going. It seems like this person is like hanging out, going and seeing more people, and they're just like slowly coming around to a more positive opinion. So if you were waiting to see if their viewpoint of you or their opinion of you was changing, it is, but it's very practical. It's very like slow moving. So it's getting more positive, but it's not making big moves just quite yet. Yeah, so that is all I have time for today. Again, there was one other person, Danielle. Okay, yeah, you did message me. Awesome. I will get back to the 2 of you later today. I do have to go. Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate your time, the gifts, the hearts, everything. And if this resonated, like and subscribe to me here or on YouTube. I also have long form videos there if you'd like to spend a little bit more time for me when I am not live. And I will see you next time. Subscribe. Bye.